Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Klaus and thank you so much for tuning in to this extra episode of Weekend Warriors. As you can see, I am at the Knights of Zion and I promised last weekend that I would update you guys on the 10th war win, whether this clan won or not. And for those of you that are unfamiliar, the Knights of Zion is kind of like my fan clan, but it's acting as the feeder for the Boston Tea Party. So we got a pretty solid group of guys going down and some ladies. Let me just show you this war log. I showed you guys last episode that we were doing pretty well for ourselves. We went through a terrible losing spree and then now we're on a winning streak. I mean, look at that. We won against God's Alliance. That was the second to the top. That's a level 10 clan that we beat by like 30 points. And then the other victory, the one we're going to be covering today, Knights of Zion versus Spinz City, that is the 12th win in a row, guys. The Knights of Zion is cooking, man, and it's not just me. Trust me, I'm not warring in this clan near as much as I should be. I was too stressed out from the WHF war that I covered yesterday. So this was the 12th victory in a row, and as I speak, we're about to start our 13th war, hopefully to win. So let's check out a few of the replays, guys. This was a really solid win for the clan. And let's see, we don't want to start with a fail. Let's start with a 3-star. Let's start with this one. Armchair General is a longtime member of this clan. He was here before I was, actually, and so it's pretty exciting. Not that he started the clan. I started the clan, then I left, and then I came back. So it's pretty exciting to see some of the original members. He is now a co-leader. And he's going to come out this base with a straight up Govaho. So he's gotten the 4 earthquake spells, breaking open this compartment. He's going to lure the clan castle by use of the golem. So the golem's going to come in. He's got tons of wizards to take out the dragon and the balloons in the clan castle with his beautiful wizard. So they'll shoot them down. He sent in his Valkyries. He's sending them in a little early. He's a little bit shady, a little bit shifty for me. But with all of those wizards and the firepower that they provide, that dragon drops no problem. Now, this is actually an easy Gova low base where you see we've got all the air defenses in the core in one big compartment. So you send in your Valkyries, they go in, they wreck all the air defenses, and then you're free to roam, basically. You drop your balloons, and they wreck the base one at a time. But he's using hogs because, I don't know, I like hogs more too. They're better for cleanup, they're quicker, they're more fun to use in my opinion. So he's got his hogs, he's sending them in to take out outlier defenses, anything that might throw off the pathing of his hogs. And he's out of heal spells, so hopefully he doesn't run into any giant bombs. As I can see it, He's only triggered 1 giant bomb, so I'm wondering how this is going to end up. There's one right there, so that wizard took an explosive dive and died. And that's the last defense, so now I'm wondering where the 3rd, I believe Tunnel 8 has 3, yeah. Oh, it's over here, it was an external giant bomb. So he's already triggered all the giant bombs, he's wiped out all the defenses, and he's got this huge group of hogs doing work. Guys, this is what we see a lot in Knights of Zion. Town Hall 8s, Govaho, Govalo, playing around with HGB or BHG or whatever the Town Hall 8 version is called for HGHB, and a beautiful 3-star for Armchair General on Ahmad Firdaus. Very nice, very beautiful. Now let's watch a fail. I saw a fail that I thought would be funny. Yadish, I think that's how you say his name. So this is, wow, so he is using a Go Vape, or no. Well, it depends on what's in his clan castle. Go Vape Ho. I don't know. I don't know what the attack's called, but he's got a couple of P.E.K.K.A. He must not be aware, or maybe he was made aware later on, that P.E.K.K.A. are not really allowed in the Knights of Zion, just because it takes a lot of skill to make them work for you. So we generally just say don't use P.E.K.K.A., use standard 3-star strategies to ensure the 3-star in the wars. So he's double poisoning the clan castle. He's using a few archers to keep them in the poison, and also a few wizards to deal some damage. Unfortunately, that dragon will wipe out that wizard. He's got one more wizard in the, oh man, in the range of those defenses. You gotta be careful where you do your clan castle killing. But anyway, so the clan castle is taken care of. He's going to drop his P.E.K.K.A. to make a funnel. So P.E.K.K.A. are great for funneling. but P.E.K.K.A are 25 troop spaces, so that single funneling troop, those 2 funneling troops were 25% of his army composition, his total army composition. So I'm gonna say that was his first mistake, was using P.E.K.K.A. They're just not a good army for 3-star strategies in war. Now the truth is, they're great for trophy pushing. If you want to trophy push, you just want to push to get that town hall, using some golems, P.E.K.K.A.s, and wizards with the go wipe attack is great. But for war, I wouldn't say they're a great. I mean, they're great if you know how to use them, and if you're just a master pro at 3-star attacks. We did see the WHF Rising clan use a few P.E.K.K.A armies, and it was quite impressive. You see what he's stuck with now? He's got a whole bunch of Valkyries, and to wipe out the rest of the defenses, he's going to have to break into every wall compartment, basically. If he had brought more hogs and less P.E.K.K.A, he could have just sent in a few hogs into these compartments and sniped all these defenses, and the attack would have been much shorter. But instead, he's got to burrow his way into every wall compartment. His P.E.K.K.A are too slow to get ahead of the Valkyries anyway, so the P.E.K.K.A is not going to tank, unfortunately. So he, I think he's going to run out of time. That's the main issue with this kind of army, is that you have to wait for them to break through the walls. And all of his Valkyries are just going to get stuck, and they got distracted too, so an unlucky split is going to cost this guy the raid. They were getting there, but they just didn't make it. So I guess shout out to Yadish. That was actually the base we just saw get 3-starred. I didn't notice that. So shout out to Ahmed for showing his base twice. But that is what went wrong with that base. Ran out of time. P.E.K.K.A is not a good plan. Just don't use P.E.K.K.A. All right, so let's see a 3-star. Let's watch Irish Warrior. Irish Warrior, he's a pretty new addition to the clan, and he will be using the Godzilla. So a base design with all the air defenses in the middle, perfect example of a Godzilla base. So he's going to lure the clan castle, he's drawing them way over and using 4 earthquake spells to break open a gaping hole into this base. And look at this, it's going to look like Pac-Man, man. Look at this, the walls are going to break open. Look at this, Pac-Man, chomp, chomp, chomp. Oh, well, wrong direction. Chomp, chomp, chomp. That's what he's got there. He's got a Pac-Man base now. Easy to send Valkyries in as long as you clear out these outside defenses. That's the funnel. So he's dropped his golem. It's going to tank all the damage from the dragon. He didn't have any poison spells because he used earthquake, and that is why he's having to use his golem to soak up the damage from the enemy clan castle. He's got a few wizards. They're going to clean up the outside buildings. I would definitely clean up. Actually, it looks like he's got a spawn hole right there. So that's actually really helpful. He's able to drop all of his Valkyries right there into the core. They're going to break in. He's got a he's got a free reign of the base, basically. And unfortunately, that means these Valks are going to kind of wander a little bit. But as soon as they get done wandering, look at this. The golem is going to go back into the core, start tanking all kinds of damage, and hopefully these Valkyries decide to go back into the core. No, it doesn't look like things are going according to plan there. They're going to break in. So what he's going to have to do is he's going to have to depend on that golem and that wizard to take out those air defenses, because his loons are coming. They are trucking right along. He's got 2 golemites now. The balloons are getting shot down by the air defense, so the balloon section of the raid almost got destroyed. Fortunately for his balloons, the air defense got shot down by wizards and golems as well. So the last defense left is a cannon. They got blasted, and now we see some cleanup. And he actually saved a few, so that was actually pretty decent. I don't think he expected his Valkyries to get distracted like they did, but still, a very good 3-star for Irish Warrior. Not bad. Not bad at all. So let's watch 2 more 3-stars. Let's make our way up. And I believe I showed Red Shoes 3-star in a stream recently, so we won't show that one again. Let's watch MrMatt's 3-star. I know he used HGHB. So the way this works is you drop your giants, and then you've got healers behind. And he's got a lot of giants, and so he'll send them in, tanking some damage. Notice what he did here. He dropped a giant to start tanking the damage, and then he wiped out the Archer Tower with a hog. So there you go. The Archer Tower from the outside is gone. He's using this to make a clear direct funnel away so that the bowlers in his clan castle don't get distracted. He dropped the rest of his giants and his king and his queen, and now he's going to drop his bowlers from the clan castle. So he's got the pretty high level giants being healed. They're going to lead the bowlers toward all the defenses. And since this base is so ringish, there really isn't any choice. I mean, the giants are going to go where they want to go around the base. The bowlers are going to follow right behind. And the queen is going to shoot down this dragon, please. There we go. I was getting worried there for a second. So we shot down the queen. A whole bunch of spring traps ruined us a little bit, but he did supplement with some hogs, which should help out quite a bit. And he's got 2 heal spells left, and so he's got a few bowlers from behind, basically walking behind the king to do some cleanup. Also doing some cleanup behind the giants. And they're having to break through the wall. So that is one weakness that the HGHB has. Is you've got to get the giants through the walls before you really send in the hogs. Now, he does have 3 more hogs, and he sent in the few from behind here. I'm surprised. I didn't know that he'd be attacking from 2 fronts. That is normally not recommended, but I think what he's going to try to do is gear his giants and his bowlers into the core. Since this base does have such a well-protected Town Hall. It's an anti-2-star base. Not recommended to run as a Town Hall 9. Because, I don't know, Town Hall 9s are so much easier to 3-star than a Town Hall 10, even for other Town Hall 10s. So Town Hall 9, you really should have an anti-3-star base. This is an anti-2-star, which generally doesn't work. It's an anti-2-star base, for those of you that are unfamiliar, is a base that runs the Town Hall in the middle. So you're hoping that people can't get the Town Hall. And that's generally what you see in farming, too, in the multiplayer. So you can call it a farming base if you want to. But I think this one was specifically designed for the war, and so you call it an anti-2-star base, which those rarely ever work. So the Town Hall drops in the last building, the Tesla. So there's your 3-star from MrMatt, and he has he's done very well for himself in Knights of Zion. So shout out to him, and I just wanted to thank him for all he's doing. He's just really helpful. He's a helpful guy. He gets in there. He helps out his clan mates. That is what I like to see. So let's watch one more replay. Let's watch Godzilla's 3-star on their number 3. And it looks like it's a Govaho. I'm actually interested in seeing an HGHB. So let's see if we can find another one. Ravendu JZ. Yes, okay. This looks like it's probably a HGHB as well. Hogs, giants, healers, bowlers, and I don't know if I said that in order, but anyway. So giants in, healers behind, baby dragon for funneling. I'm telling you guys, it is super awesome. And a few wizards to do some funneling on the right hand side as well. You know what's funny? Sometimes I get confused between the left and right because I'm looking at it from the attacker's perspective, and these troops are upside down, so their right is our left, and so sometimes I get confused. But anyway, so poison spell down the enemy clan castle. The whole trick to HGHB, guys, is funneling. If you can funnel your troops and keep them in the base, you can almost 3-star any Town Hall 9. That is, and I say that confidently because I'm seeing it more and more every day. HGHB is dominating the world right now, unless they have anti-bowler bases, like the WHF bases yesterday. It's an amazing epidemic of an attack strategy. It's taken over the world, and that's why you're seeing so many 3-stars in this recap of HGHB. And also, I mean, you're always gonna have the classic Govaho. I don't think you're ever gonna get any better than that unless they nerf Valkyries, which they very well could. Supercell could very well say, you know what? I like this HGHB thing. I don't like Govaho. Let's nerf Valkyries. And if they do that, then, you know, we'll see more HGHB. But otherwise, I think we're going to see a fair split between HGHB and Govaho for the foreseeable future. Also, Gola Loon, but Air just seems to be at a disadvantage right now. So, you know, we're always going to be trying to bring you guys some variety in these recaps, but you know what works is what works. And look at this. He's got all of his giants still alive. His healer, he's got one healer still alive as well. That's the key, keeping the healers alive. So if you notice that the healer starts getting targeted by air defense, drop your rage spell or drop a jump spell and get those giants, get those bowlers to take out that air defense. If you can keep those healers alive, you've got the raid. So there's two things that make HGHB work. One, funneling. Keep your troops from going outside the base. And two, kill the air defenses quickly. Keep your jumps, keep your rages, and just wreck the base. Right now, he's got no jumps. Ravendu didn't use any jumps because of the base design. He's got 2 rages, which kind of works as a jump, because if you rage giants, they do a ton of damage. And then also heal spells for your hogs, because your troops aren't going to be perfect. They're going to leave outlier defenses. You use those hogs to snipe those defenses. And that's how you use HGHB. There you go. But anyway, shout out to Ravendu JZ for that, and sorry about that. Oogie Denim. I think that's how you say that name. But anyway, so that is the war recap, guys. Knights of Zion versus Spinz City. Shout out to this clan. They did a pretty good job. We enjoyed the war and are enjoying our war streak of 12. We're hoping to push it to 13 and beyond. If you like this war recap, please like the video and subscribe for more daily Clash and other gaming content. The Klaus family is growing each and every day, and we look forward to seeing you guys again next time. Love you guys. Peace.